If you struggle with your mental health, then please be warned. I see a lot of short videos that pop up on our social media feeds, aiming to help us understand our brain a little better. Like when I see a psychologist post a video where she starts by holding up a plate and says, "This is you," and then holds up a hammer and says, "This is life," and then proceeds to smash the plate up. Likely people who are really struggling and feel broken are going to resonate with this. This is how it feels. Or I saw one where someone poured wet cement into a container and said, "This represents your brain when you are young." And then they held up an item like a marble and said, "This represents trauma." And then he stuck the item into the cement. And you cut back to him now, the concrete set, only for him to make the point that the trauma is stuck in your brain. And again, people who are struggling and are still being deeply affected by a traumatic past are likely to resonate with this because this is how it feels. But please, please do not mistake the idea that because a metaphor, and that's all it is, feels true for you right now as meaning that's really what's going on. How helpful is it really buying into the idea that life is a hammer that breaks you into pieces? How helpful is it to treat the idea that trauma gets stuck in your brain and the brain is hard and can't be changed? How true are these things? Well, the brain is always changing. Neuroplasticity. People learn new things all the time. People say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And things like, a leopard can't change its spots. That might feel true, but guess what? You can teach an old dog new tricks, and leopards' markings do change significantly over their lifetime. So if you struggle with mental health issues and are scrolling the socials, just be a little careful about what metaphors are you buying into or treating as true. And follow me for more anxiety beating tips and psychological hacks.